Hi, I'm Tejaswini Prakash, Managing Director of Identity Managed Services at Cyderes, and I'm based out of UK. I grew up in India and moved to the UK about 10 years ago, and my career has grown alongside the evolution of identity too. Today, I lead a global team delivering IAM managed services across identity governance, privileged access management, Microsoft identity platforms, and access management. Uh, I genuinely love what I do, and I'm always focused on helping organizations run identity programs that are secure, scalable, and truly support their business needs.
Fantastic. And why is Women in Identity's mission important to you, personally and in your career?
Yeah. So this mission is very close to my heart. I come from a family of four sisters, and all of us are working in technology and identity related roles. So we were raised by parents who truly believed in education and independence, regardless of gender. So even with that strong foundation, when I entered the industry, especially after moving to the UK, I often found myself as the only woman in the room. And women in identity creates something incredibly important: visibility and belonging. So it shows women that they are not alone and there are multiple paths into identity and that leadership is achievable. And I also want to acknowledge that meaningful progress happens when everyone is involved. And I have been fortunate to work with male leaders and colleagues who genuinely support and advocate for growth of women. I think that kind of allyship is critical because inclusion isn't women only conversation, it's an industry conversation. So for me, it's also about community and support, learning from each other, and sharing challenges openly, and also lifting others as we grow as well. So this mission doesn't just support women, it strengthens the entire identity ecosystem.
What excites you most about the future of identity?
What excites me most is how identity has moved to the center of everything. When I started in IAM, I was, it was often treated as a background function. Today, identity is fundamental to zero trust, digital transformation, and user experience there. So we are seeing huge advances like passwordless authentication, adaptive access, AI driven decision making, and greater automation. So identity is becoming smarter, more scalable, and more proactive. So from a managed services perspective, this evolution is especially exciting. Um, we are shifting from reactive operations to predictive identity using data and automation to reduce risk and improve experience at scale. Uh, I think the future of identity is about security that works quietly and seamlessly. And I think that's a very powerful place to be in.
And finally, if you could sit across from a tech leader who doesn't get inclusive design, what personal story or example would you share with them to make them care?
I would share my own experience of working across different countries, cultures, and teams. So, when systems are designed to narrow assumptions, people struggle, not because they lack capability, but because the system wasn't built with real world diversity in mind. So, in identity, those gaps become visible very quickly. So, like access delays, complex workflows, or process that don't account for different time zones or working styles or accessibility needs. So, inclusive design isn't about special treatment. I think it's about designing systems that work for everyone. And when they do, adoption improves, productivity improves, and security improves too. So, I would say to the leader that inclusive design isn't a nice to have, but I think it's a smart, practical way to build better identity systems.
Thank you so much for sitting with me today. It's been an absolutely pleasure meeting you.
Same here. It was really great meeting you too, Isha.